Hopefully y'all can hear me now. You should be able to. I don't know what happened. Someone put it in the comments if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me still? Bro, this shit don't make sense. All right, good. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, bro. All right, man. Let's get started. If you guys can share the new space for me. All right, Mike said we can hear me. I don't know what happened the first time, guys. I really don't. I don't know what I hit, but something messed up. So if you guys can reshare the space, I'm about to do it right now. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Mm, mm, mm. Man, we about to fuck this college basketball card up tonight. This college basketball card ain't gonna stand a chance. Ain't gonna stand a chance. I'm putting a brick on Tulsa tonight too, by the way. We'll talk about it when we get to it, but damn, I like Tulsa tonight. Guys, I'll be right back on. I'm just tweeting this out so we can get more people in. All right, man. All right, appreciate you, Mike. All right, guys. So when you guys couldn't hear me, we'll wait until we get some more people in here. But the 14 people in here now, there was 30 people in here when I said it last time. So I'll say it now. For the 14 in here now, if you guys use that $10 pass right there for the people that are in here now, I'll give you 90 days. So you can use the $10 for the monthly pass. Send me the $10 or DM me and let me know that you want it. And I'll give you 90 days for the $10 for VIP. But I'm not going to accept any after the show. And I'm not going to say it again. So for the anyone that's in here right now listening is going to get this offer. Like I said, last time I said it, there's 30 in here, but y'all couldn't hear me. But there's 20 of y'all in here now. So if you guys want 90 days for $10, just let me know and I got y'all. We do have a nice card tonight. VIP is pretty good. So um it hasn't been my best a couple of days, that's for damn sure. I haven't been on my grind. I haven't been doing great, but there's definitely a big turnaround on the way. So, you know, uh, right now I can't. I don't feel like I should be asking for a lot for VIP right now, just because of, my situation and everything else. So, but if anyone does want to jump on board, man, telling y'all now's the time to attack that shit. All right, let's get started. All right, so the first game we got, guys, we got Baylor. We got Baylor taking on. Hold on, my bad. We got Baylor taking on UConn to start off our day. There is a game that I'm going to miss that I probably won't have the ability to talk about because I'm not going to see it on my thing and I'm going to forget about it. So I want to talk about it now. If you don't live in New Jersey and you guys can bet the NJIT game and Seton Hall, NJIT is probably not even going to score 55 points tonight, bro. Like they're probably not even going to get up near the 50s. So if their team total is anything lower than 55 points, I would leave it alone. But if they're around that 55 mark, man, take their team total under against Seton Hall tonight. I love that play, but I don't have the means to bet it. Um, so I just wanted to throw that out there because I know I'm going to forget about it. The game starts at 8:30. So if you guys have the means to take that game, I would take it. I'm giving it out to my Discord side for free. Just because I can't bet the game don't mean y'all can't make a little bit of money off of it. Seton Hall should not even allow 50 points in that game. I think they dominate it, but I feel more comfortable taking their team total under. I just don't see how they are going to score tonight, man. And JIT is already really, really bad. And going up against Seton Hall, no, sir. I do not see where them points are coming from. So love NJIT's team total under tonight. If it's under 55 and a half. All right. So we got, let me see here. We got UConn taking on Baylor, man. This is a big matchup tonight, man. You got Baylor coming in 5-2, UConn coming in 5-2. I mean, these are just two really, really good basketball programs. Baylor is at a plus 3.5 here. UConn laying 3.5. We got a total of 144, slightly favored to the under. You got Baylor at a plus 136. You got UConn at a minus 162. The line opened up at a 2.5, guys. So line opened up at 2.5 in favor of UConn. Um, I do think this is a Baylor spot, but I can make a case for both sides. This is a game I'm not betting, but a game we should obviously talk about. Baylor, they've won 5 of their last 6 games. They have wins over who they beat. They beat Arkansas. They beat St. John's. Uh, that was the two teams that I feel like they beat that were at least relatable or ranked, right? Um, Baylor, they Baylor has losses to Gonzaga, Tennessee. That they have respectable losses. Both teams took respectable losses, in my opinion. Um, but the problem that I have with Baylor is in their two big step up games against Gonzaga and against Tennessee, they only scored 63 and 62 points. And that's kind of a problem with me. But I also kind of got a gripe to pick with UConn because we seen UConn in Hawaii and I mean, bro, they went 0-3 in Maui. Like they went 0-3 in the Maui Invitational. So it's like, are we really ready to trust this UConn team just because they're UConn? I'm not necessarily sure, man. This is going to be a good game. It's going to come down to the very, very last few minutes, and whatever team pulls away, pulls away. But I swear, man, I feel like the Huskies are better than what we've seen in Maui, and I kind of feel like that's where the advantage comes in. I feel like if they would have played good in Maui and Kentucky being home here, I kind of feel like we would be getting a little bit more of a spread here with Kentucky. But because of their 0-3 trip in Hawaii, I feel like we're getting value with Kentucky, and that's the that or Connecticut. I don't know why I keep saying Kentucky, Connecticut. Uh, and I kind of feel like that's why UConn, is the side that I want to back here. I love the Baylor Bears, man. I do. But this is, in my opinion, a coin flip game. And I feel like normally we would take the points. But I do feel like this is a spot where you back UConn just because they're home. They're looking for a bounce back game, and I feel like we are getting the value on UConn because of the way they played in Maui. So it's a game I'm not betting, but I definitely think that we do take UConn here. So there ain't really too many trends back in this here, man. So, like I said, I'm not betting this, but I do think that this is going to be a Yukon spot. And believe me, man, them games they lost to Dayton and Colorado, that's it definitely makes me wonder a little bit. But because that loss they took to Memphis, let's be real, man. We kind of we I seen that coming. I really did. I seen that loss to Memphis coming a mile away. This one though, I'm just not sure. I'm not willing to jump in front of the Huskies here. So let's go with an unexpected fade here, and we'll go with Connecticut. All right. We got Ohio State taking on Maryland. So you got the big dogs coming in, huh? They got Ohio State coming in. Let's see here. I believe they are in Maryland for this game. So you got Ohio State getting 5.5 points. Maryland laying 5.5. Bit of a line, bit of a it's a big line, man, for a game like this. You got a total of 145 here. Slightly favored to the over. You're getting Ohio State at a plus 195, and you're getting Maryland at a minus 238. Very, very, very tricky game, man. I mean, I feel like they are begging us to take Ohio State here. Maryland's 7-1, man. But the problem with Maryland is their one good win that I can say they have is Villanova, right? Like I don't see anyone else on this schedule. Now, if they would have beat Marquette, then obviously that would have been their one big game. But bro, they have nothing on this record that really is like, wow, okay, Maryland got something going on. You got Ohio State. They defeated a ranked team. They defeated Texas, right? um, they already now. Yes, they do have losses to Texas A&M and Pittsburgh, but regardless, it's the level of competition I'm looking at here. You know, both teams have a good. They've been good to start, but Maryland this is a team that I'm not necessarily loving. In a big step up game like this. I just can't do it, bro. The one thing Maryland does have that looks impressive is their defense. Their defense looks super impressive, but again, I am not thrilled about the level of competition this team has played. They haven't really played anybody, man, and I think that is a huge problem when you're walking into a step up game like this. And I think Maryland's gonna come. I think Maryland's gonna get punched in the face here. I just don't see it. I mean, you got 3 games in a row here. Won 3 games. Bucknell, Villanova, Canisius. I mean, big deal. You beat Alcorn State last game. Bro, there is nobody here. Nobody. So when you finally do have to get into a step up game against an Ohio State team that is still 5-2, right? 5-2 still. Bro, good luck, bro. That's all I'm saying. And we're getting 5.5 points, man. Let me get that, bro. I'm taking it. Give me Ohio State here. I think they're the better team. Man for man, roster for roster. Ohio State is the better team, and we're getting points with them. I'll take them on the road here. Once again, a game that I'm not thrilled about and a game that I'm not necessarily betting. I will let you guys know when we get to a game that I really like and that I'm really betting. Actually, this next game on the 7:30 card that we have is a game that I'm actually very interested in. So we got FAU playing FIU. We don't get to see this much. This is actually pretty cool. So we have two South Florida teams going at it in non-conference. This is pretty fucking awesome. So you got FIU and you got FAU playing each other tonight. So this is going to be a good game, man. FAU clear advantage here. FAU clear advantage. Is it right they're laying 9 points? Absolutely. Even being on the road, it does not much matter here. Does not much matter. I think FAU has the crowd all day in this game. Laying 9 points, man, I don't see any reason why we don't. FIU is getting 9 points here. We got a total of 157 and a half. Pretty high total. FAU is just a clear favorite here. They are only 4-5 on the year, but Florida International is 2-5. I mean, I have liked everything that I've seen from FAU. It's not, believe me, uh, both these teams are going to show up for this game, right? Like I said, these are two South Florida teams in this game. They're going to show up. This is a pretty big game for both teams. At least they're going to try to show up. We know FAU just has a huge advantage. FAU, they can score. They can score on anyone. I truly believe that. I truly believe this FAU offense is able to score on anyone. Now, FIU does have the advantage in my opinion on defense, but it is nowhere near good enough to stop this FAU offense, and that's where my problem lies with trying to back FIU here. Now they have lost three straight, but to be fair, you got to look who they played. FAU is extremely battle tested. FIU has not looked good on offense this year at all. They actually rank 318 in adjusted offense in the nation. They are one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the country. And they're playing a offensive juggernaut like FAU here. You need to score to be able to keep yourself in this game, and FIU does not have the ability to do that. So look, man, like I said, FIU, they have covered in three straight games. FIU is playing decent basketball. They looked pretty good against FGCU, but this is just a big step up, man. And they're going to be. It's an in-state rival, man. They're going to be up for this game, and getting a lot of points like that looks great. But at the end of the day, Florida Atlantic is just a much better team. I mean, look at this offense, bro. Um, so FAU. 17th in Division One basketball for 3 points made. They are 28th in Division One basketball for points per game this year. Overall on KenPom, this team is a damn near top 50 offense. I mean, they're averaging 85 points per game. I just do not see in what world does FIU keep up here. I just don't see it happening, man. I like FAU a lot in this game tonight. I think they cover this number going away. So that's my play for this one. Next game we got Alabama. This game is at, I'm skipping a lot of games here, guys. So if I skip anything y'all see that you want to talk about, please let me know, and I'll be happy to go over them because I am about to skip a shit ton of games. We are going all the way down to the 7 o'clock, 7:15 slate. So I skipped all the 7 o'clock games. We're going straight to 7:15 here. So we have Alabama taking on North Carolina. Alabama's coming in as a 1.5 point underdog on the road here, heading into North Carolina, laying 1.5 points for UNC. Man, biggest total on the board tonight by far. 176 for this game is the total. Alabama at a plus 105, UNC at a minus 125. Man, I am loving UNC tonight. Loving them. The entire world is probably just eating up Alabama at this price, and I can only imagine. I went and did my social media search earlier in the day. My results came up inconclusive because I didn't really see much talk about this game tonight. So I couldn't really determine if the world was really hammering Alabama the way I thought they would be. So I didn't really get an answer on if it's true that, the world is on Alabama the way I think they are or not. I believe they are. UNC is way out of the spotlight this year. People are not talking about this team enough because they lost their players. No, they didn't, bro. Stop it. Stop it with all that. Yeah, teams lose good players all the time. And is it hard to replace a talent like Baycott? Yes, bro, it is. It is hard to replace a talent like that, right? They come around every so often, man. But god damn, bro, they got RJ Davis still, people. So let's stop thinking that this UNC team ain't got no one. All right? I mean, look at what this team has been doing, man. They are not a bad team, and I think they bounce back here. This is a great bounce back spot for them, and to believe it or not, the books think so as well. Um I mean, this should be a great game. I'm not trying to downplay Alabama at all. This is a good Alabama team. We all know that. Um, but I do think UNC is the better team, man. They got the better defense. And, like it or not, in big games like this, I mean, chances are it comes down to the wire, right? And you kind of win these games by the fundamentals, meaning you got to make your free throws, you got to force turnovers, you got to play defense, right? So 1, 2, and 3, I check off all the boxes in favor of UNC. I mean, just look at the numbers. I think UNC plays the fundamentals of basketball extremely well. I think this defense is not credited enough for how good they are. So they don't turn over the ball much at all, right? Uh they are actually they are actually the fourth best team in the nation at ball control. They don't UNC does not turn over the ball. Okay? Where Alabama, they turn over the ball a lot. Okay? Then you got UNC. They are great at getting to the foul line. North Carolina gets to the foul line and they make their free throws. They are actually ranked 23rd in the nation at free throw percentage, where Bama is ranked 170th in the nation at making their free throws. I also think we get a good price with UNC because of that 4-3 record. But them three losses are super respectable. I mean, you lost to Kansas by 3. Okay, hats off to you. That's a respectable loss. Um, you lost to Auburn on a neutral court. Who Auburn is what number 1 in the country right now? I think when it comes to AP or KenPom, and then you got who else? Michigan State. Their last game, they just took them to overtime, right? And they ended up losing. So it took overtime to lose that game. And Michigan State is a lot better than what people say. I've been saying it all year. I've been saying it all year about this Michigan State team that they are better than what people are saying. So I really don't discredit any of these losses, man. I think North Carolina is battle tested. I think they're going to show up for a game like this. This is a great bounce back spot. I think both teams get in the damn. Bro, it would not surprise me if this is not a 100-point game on both sides. So the over is beautiful. I think this game hits the high 90s. For both, maybe Alabama 93, UNC 98. 93 to 98 UNC. That's going to be or maybe a little on and off, couple points on and off. 93, 98, somewhere around there is my prediction for this game. UNC winning. So give me UNC on the money line here. I love this game, man. Easy VIP play for me. I like UNC to pull it out. All right. I'm surprised no one else is against me on that one. All right, we got Virginia taking on the Gators. So it looks like we're heading to Grangeville, where we got the Virginia Cavaliers taking on the Florida Gators. This is a tough game, man. This almost made my board. Almost made my board. So Florida laying 16 points. Is it justified? Is it justified that Florida is laying 16 points in this game? I mean, I kind of went back and forth on that. I really did. By the way, it's not even that. No, it's 17 and a half now. The line opened up at a 16. Um, so it's at 17 and a half now. Virginia's on the road. Florida laying 17 and a half points at home. Look at this total. It's at a 133. You know how scary that is, man? Getting 17 and a half points with a total at 133 is something that you really have to cap the shit out of this game in order to hit that number. Like, if you're a capper and you're laying them points, man, you have to be confident, bro, that Virginia is just not going to show up. And I don't think they do. I think Florida is justified, man. Now, it's a game I'm not betting. It's a game I could have bet, but I'm just not. Would it surprise me if Florida, won this game by 20? Not really. But it wouldn't surprise me neither if Florida didn't win this game by 11 neither. So it's just an extremely tough game. Florida is just unreal right now, right? And I think it's kind of hard to fade this team. I don't know how you do because they won 8 straight games. Normally, we are off of that. You got a super public team winning 8 games, just absolutely looking immaculate. And my problem with Florida is it's not that they're just beating teams, right? By like they're just sneaking by or going to overtime. No. Bro, this team is beating the brakes off of everybody they step in front of. All 8 wins, all by double digits. All 8 wins, all blowouts, straight blowouts. They are not taking no prisoners. They are not keep putting their foot on the brake at all. And that's scary stuff. They're now 13th. Florida is now 13th in the AP ranks. They are 8th on KenPom. Like that is insane, bro. Where before the season started, we knew this Florida team was going to be good. We knew it. I talked about it. I did not expect them to be this good. They are a lot better than I expected. I would normally stay away from a team like this, but I just can't. I do believe this is a realistic number for Florida to be laying tonight against Florida against Virginia. A Virginia defense is good, but they have no offense, and you know they struggle to rebound. Um, there's a lot wrong with Virginia, in my opinion. They would need to have. So, here's what I think. Right, just to sum it all up, basically, I think that Virginia would not only have to bring that grade A defense, but they would also have to have the best shooting night of their year in order to cover this number tonight. That's what I think. Right? They would have to come out here and have the absolute best shooting night of the year in order for them to even come close to this of beating Florida. Like, I just don't see it. So, I mean, be careful with it. It's not my favorite game. I'm trying to see what else I got written here. I mean, really, guys, look at Florida. Look at who Florida's played already and how they beat them. You cannot tell me Virginia is not even the best team they played this year, bro. They're not even the second best team they played this year. Florida has played so much better competition than Virginia, and they beat the brakes off of all of them. So, no, man. I don't even think Virginia is the third best team they played this year. Maybe four. Maybe Virginia might be their top four team they played this year, but definitely not first or second. Hell no. I mean, no, man, not doing it. I like Florida here. Y'all can catch me on the other side of that one. Um, like I said, just the advantage on the glass alone for Florida is ridiculous. Gators, man, they're the fifth best rebounding team in the country. Cavaliers, they are bottom 50. I mean, they're not even a 200. They're not even ranked 200 in rebounding this year. The Gators are going to dominate them, man. Like, this is going to be ugly, really ugly. This is a game where Virginia might not put up 50 points either. I don't even think Virginia will put up 50 points because you think about Virginia's defense. What about Florida's? Florida's a top 50 defense in the country still. Like, yeah, man. We'll move on. I ain't gonna talk about it much. I love the Gators, man. They're such a good team. I love watching them play. This is going to be a boring game though. This is going to be just Florida domination. Florida domination. All right, next game we got Marquette taking on. Oh, we got Marquette. Oh, they going into Iowa State. Yo, Marquette might get diced up tonight. I'm not betting this game, but this is going to be a good fucking game. We got so many good games on tonight, y'all. I think, man, I'm sorry. I like what Marquette's doing over there, but damn, this is a tough spot to be going into, boy. You're walking into you're man, good luck, bro. I like what I've seen from Marquette though. I ain't gonna hold you. I like what I've seen from Marquette so far. They're playing good ball, man. So Marquette's getting 5 points here. Iowa State's laying five. They got a total of 152 and a half. That shit's going over. Um, Marquette's at plus 200 tonight. Iowa State's at a minus 245. That total's too low. 152 and a half. Let's see where it opened at. It opened up at a 150, man. I like it. It didn't get too out of control. The line opened up at a 6.5, so it's moving in favor of Marquette, which is surprising. I can't see the public trying to fade Iowa State at home. Now, if this was a road game for Iowa State, yeah, sure, but Jesus Christ, bro, you don't want to fade the Cyclones at home. Iowa State, they're coming in as what? I mean, they're definitely the better offense. I'll give them that. They are definitely the better offense. Marquette is better defensively. They really are, but it's very slim margins here. If you're looking at stat for stat, it's very slim. I mean, you look at the offensive Iowa State Marquette, by 2 points. Iowa State's better. Defensively, by 1 point. You know what I mean? The stats are right there. Both teams are top 50 offensive in the nation. Um, Bro, I can definitely see this. I can see this being an over game. They're also 5-0 to the over in their last 5 games combined. Both teams are 5-0 to the over combined in their last 5 games. So 3 for Marquette and 2 for Iowa State. So 5-0 in their last 5. Give me the over here. You got two offensive teams coming at it. I'm taking the over, bro. Um, I think Iowa State does dice them up though. I'm not gonna lie. I think it could come down to the last minute, but man, you're looking at Marquette. They lost 7 of their last 8 games against top 5 AP ranked teams. So they have not been really good in the step up spot going into last year. Iowa State, they play good at home, man. This is one of the best home court advantages in college basketball. Y'all have to realize that. I think the only other one is we're going to talk about it tonight. when you go to Duke, right? So that's Cameron Indoor. That's the only other one. I mean, cause other than that, bro, the Hilton, hell no. Hilton, man, it's one of the best advantages you can have in college basketball when it comes to home court. Cameron Indoor, what is it called? James H. Hilton, right there. You know, it used to be the barn. The barn used to be Minnesota. That used to be a spot where teams dreaded going to. I mean, it used to be blind. You used to blindly uh tail Minnesota at home. You know, that died a while. That died a couple years ago, honestly. That trend. But now, without a doubt, the Hilton has got to be one of one of the toughest places to play ball in college basketball. It has to be. I don't see too many other courts on my list of being like a really big home court advantage. So I like Iowa State here. I think the over is the much safer play. All right. We got OSU taking on Tulsa. Love this game, man. Love this game. Love this number. Love this game. Love this spot. VIP play all day. I already bet this game at 8:30 this morning. I bet this game. Bet this game at 8:30 this morning, man. We took Tulsa. I bought it. They were at a 6. I bought this bitch up to a 7.5 and got it at a -130. So I ate that up. Absolutely love this play here. We are going to be back in Tulsa. I gave them out as my dog of the day. Um, I'm trying to find them right now, so give me 1 second. All right, yep. So they are at a 5.5 now, -110. You're getting 5 points with Tulsa at home. We are laying 5 points with OSU, Oklahoma State here. It's not a good idea. You know, totals at a 155, favor to the under. Oklahoma State at a -230. Listen, I get it, man. Tulsa is not an easy team right now to really understand or back. You really have to know ball to really look at this game and be like, Tulsa's got a chance here. They got an edge. The value is on them because the line is skyrocketing. The books judge this at a 2.5. I seen Circa open at a 3, right? It went down to a 2.5, opened up at 3, went down to a 2.5, right? Within the first 2 hours, and then just climbed all the way up to where it's at now. Um, Look, man, you know, the value is with the home dog here. I mean, I like Tulsa a lot this year. I had them circled before coming into this year, man. They haven't panned out the way I thought they were going to, but they haven't really found their footing. They just haven't found their footing, in my opinion. You know, they're a tough team to figure out, man. We have seen the really good from Tulsa, and we've seen the really bad from Tulsa. But this program, in a whole, this program is moving in the right direction. Like, this is a good program. This is a good roster. This roster has talent. This roster has experience. This is a good team, man. You know, this Tulsa team don't get many chances like this. Okay, you're getting to host a Big 12 team. You're getting to host Oklahoma State tonight, right? Like, you don't get this shot often, and I'm telling you, I think they show up, man. Uh, I have not been impressed with OSU at all. We've seen them really struggle in their step up games. They played FAU, right? They just lost to Nevada. They lost both of them games. They just lost to Nevada. They lost to FAU. That was their two toughest teams they played this year. And then they lost, you know? I mean, you look at defensive wise, normally you think of the Cowboys and you think of a team that kind of skates by with their defense. They play above average offense and they do what they need to do to get by every year, but mainly because of their defense. This year, guys, that defense is not there. Okay. OSU does not have that defense anymore. They are terrible at fucking the 2 point shot, bro. They cannot guard a jump shot to save their life. They are ranked 336 in the nation at field goal, at defending field goal. They are bottom of the bottom of, I think it's bottom 10, right? Or no, bottom 25 in defending the three. Almost the worst team in one of the worst teams in the nation at defending the three right now is Oklahoma State. Like, if there was any chance for Tulsa to really have a good bounce back game, man, and really show us that this team is what they are, tonight is the night. I don't think that they just cover. I think Tulsa wins this game outright. I think they are a live dog tonight. We are getting a lot of value with them now because the line continues to climb on them. So I like Tulsa here, man. I'm gonna take the points with them. I didn't bet the money line, but I really should. I'm gonna see how much higher this line goes. And if we can get Tulsa around like a 200, it's at a 190 now. Game don't start until 8. I'm thinking we're going to get around a 200 by tip off, and if we do, I'm pulling the trigger on the money line. I do like Tulsa here, so it's one of my favorite plays on the board. All right, let's keep it moving. We got but fair warning to y'all. Fair warning to y'all. My dogs have not been that great in the last 3 days. Last 3 days, I haven't been that great with my underdogs. But that shit don't last long at all. So we're due. Like, it's coming. Believe me, it's coming. All right, we got another really good fucking game, man. We got Creighton taking on Kansas, bro. This is going to be a fucking kick ass game, bro. This is going to be a kick ass game. All right, so we got. Let me see if I can find it. I don't even think I needed to take notes for this one. That's NBA. All right, so we got. All right, we got Kansas. We got Kansas laying 4 points. We got Creighton getting 4 points. We got a total of 153 locked up on both sides at a minus 110. Kansas here minus 185. Creighton at a plus 154. This is going to be a great game, man. If you guys want to watch a good basketball game tonight, watch this. Kansas, we all know Kansas is undefeated coming into this game. Creighton's 5-3. Creighton is playing much better ball than I gave them credit for coming into the year. Um, Creighton coming into the year, I kind of feel like I underestimated them a little bit after watching them play this year. I do like Creighton here. I do think Kansas is a very overrated number one. I know you guys are probably scratching your head like, well, talking about, it's the Jayhawks talking about, but I do. I think Kansas is an overrated number one. And I'll stick to my guns on that. I mean, I'm not really. Are they a good team? Absolutely, they're a good team. But let's kind of look. Let's kind of look at this 7-0 record. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really like that? Now, don't get. I'm a big fan of Kalkbrenner, man. I always have been. I always will be. Um, like, I respect everything this guy does. Like, he is great, and he's going to go down in Creighton history, probably, right? But I think he could come in here and really compete on the boards against these guys on Kansas, man. Like, I just don't really see it. I'm trying to pull up Kansas's I know they just beat Furman, right? Who else did Kansas play? I can't remember who else they played. I'm trying to pull it up. Let me see here. I'm gonna have to go to a different thing. They're not giving me Kansas's. All right, let's see here. All right, so we got Kansas. So it looks like they played. God damn it, that's football, bro. I know they have not had that tough of a schedule. I know they didn't. All right, so they did beat Duke. I give them that. They beat Duke. That was on the 26th. They beat Duke. Uh, all right, so their schedule hasn't been terrible. I give them that, but there is some still questionable losses here. Gonzaga got them. It looks like Michigan State, did pretty well. They did just beat the brakes off of Furman. Look, man, I'm just not impressed with this Kansas team. Like I said, they're a weak number one in my opinion. If you watch Kansas play, if you watched Kansas play this year, you know exactly what I mean. You can't really put your finger on it, right? Like you can't really put your finger on it, but like, all right, man, like this, like this is a weak number one, and that's just how I feel. Like of course the numbers ain't going to show it and all that, but it's a feeling, man. The thing I don't like about Creighton is they're just not a good team for, but it's not the case here because they're not laying a number. Creighton is a team that we should not be laying numbers with. Here they're not. They're a dog and they're in a really big step up game. And to be fair, the line is kind of telling us Creighton, man. Let's be real. The line is telling us Creighton. You know, I mean, Creighton is a top 40 team in free throw shooting, in rebounding. Yeah, they don't cover spreads, but bro, they are a good team, bro. Um, I'm back in Creighton here, man. It's not on my list tonight of games I'm betting. This is a game that I'm going to be watching. And I truly think that Creighton has a good opportunity here to really get on track and expose Kansas for that number one that they are. I don't think Kansas is going to be number one long, guys. I don't. They're just a weak number one in my opinion. It ain't the same team, man. They're not playing that great a ball. I think they get a little bit exposed tonight, man. Here on the road, ain't this Kansas' first road game? This is our first true road game as well. This gotta be. Um, I don't think Kansas have. That was a neutral site for Duke, right? No, they were home, right? Yeah, bro. This is Kansas's first road game because Michigan State was a neutral site. And every other game, Kansas was either at a neutral site or at home. So this is Kansas's first true road game of the year. And that's big. Especially going to Creighton, right? Omaha. Like good luck, bro. I definitely like Creighton here, man. I do. More I look at it, the more I like them. And I can guarantee you, people are eating that 3.5, wherever it's at. People are eating Kansas up tonight. All right. We got MSU taking on Minnesota. We got MSU taking on Minnesota, man. This Michigan State team is pretty good, man. I like them a lot. I really do. I like them a lot, man. Same with Florida State. I like Florida State a lot too, man. They played last night, and I like them a lot there. That first half, man, was really good money with them. All right. This is more of a difficult game though. So we got Michigan State laying 5 points. Minnesota's getting 5 points. We're just talking about being at the barn. We got a total of 131.5 in this game. Favorite to the over. I like the under a lot there. This is not going to be a high scoring game at all. You got Michigan State at a minus 205. You got Minnesota at a plus 170. This line opened up at a 5.5 in favor of Michigan State. The total opened up at a 127.5. So we got massive movement on the over, which I think is wrong. I think this is an under game. You got Minnesota cannot score to save their fucking life. All right. I'm telling you all that right now. Michigan State, they're a good shooting team. But I kind of think that, their defense is a bit. I I think Minnesota is going to be the ones to keep us under this total. All right. That's basically what I think here. If you look at Minnesota, they are only averaging 64 points a game, which is 344th in the nation when it comes to offense. Now, when you look at their defense is solid, bro. Minnesota is only allowing 58 points a game, which is 13th best in the nation. So you got a terrible, terrible offensive team with extremely good defense. You got a really good offensive team that is probably going to get really shut down tonight, I think, versus a team that plays, over average defense, in my opinion. I like it, man. I like the under here. I don't see why we go off of that, right? I really don't. Um, Let me see here. Michigan State has owned Minnesota, though. I'm gonna say that right now. So Michigan State is 8-2 in their last 10 games against Minnesota. Minnesota is 3-1 against the spread, though, in their last four. So they are covering. And this kind of goes against us a little bit here. The over is 4-1 in the last 5 games. But let's just be fair. These are two completely different teams than what they were. So, uh, you know, I, I, this is going to be just a low scoring game, bro. If you look this year, let's look this year. Minnesota is bottom 20 in the nation when it comes to offense. You look at both teams combined this season for their over unders, both teams combined is a total of 17 games, right? So they played 17 games combined. 12 of them games have gone under. Only 5 of them have gone over combined. Yeah. So I love the under here. And on top of it, the books open this up at a 127.5, and it's now all the way up to a 131.5. So we are getting extreme value on this bitch as well. All over it, man. Let's go. We're rocking with it, man. We're rocking with the under here, and we're going to take the points with the Gophers, man. We're going to take the points with the Gophers, but I like the under the most. All right, we got ACU. For those of you that don't know, it's Abilene Christian taking on New Mexico State. We got ACU getting 2.5 points. New Mexico State laying 2.5 points. We got a total of 139 locked up on both sides at -110. You can catch New Mexico State at a -148. Abilene Christian at a +124. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this game. I really do like this game though. I like ACU here. I do like Abilene Christian getting the points. I think they can win this game outright. This should be a physical game. It really should be. It should be a physical game. And with these two defenses, the way they play, you would think that this should be an under spot, right? Why we're seeing low total here, right? I get it. I don't think so. I think this is going to be over. You know, So ACU, they have a real physical defense. They do. This is why I like this team. They force so many turnovers, man. But with them turnovers, what happens when you're a very physical defense and you force a lot of turnovers? Well, you get a lot of fouls, right? You get called on a ton of fouls, and ACU is like leading the nation when it comes to you know, taking fouls, man. They put the team on the foul line a lot, the opposing team. You know, they take too many, to be honest with you. But that's kind of good when you're looking for an over, right? It's kind of good because you get a lot of free throws. Um, and that's exactly what they're going to do here. You know, they need to find a middle ground. That's what ACU needs to do. In order for this team to be truly good, they need to find a middle ground. They have to find a way that they can utilize this defense, but they need to stop getting so many fouls, bro, because it kills them every single time. But it also forces their games to go over a lot, because of how much they are putting the opposing team onto the charity stripe, right? So I think we see the same thing here now. I mean, what's Jason Hooten, right, is also a super defensive, physical minded coach, man. This guy played for Sam Houston for years. Well, not played, but coached for Sam Houston for years. And if y'all remember that Sam Houston defense, it is very much like Florida State now. It is just super aggressive. They force a shitload of turnovers, and that is exactly what we got now. You got a team that is forcing a ton of turnovers. So, the Aggies are the same way. I see a disgusting game tonight. That's what this is. It's a disgusting game that is probably going to be back and forth with teams. You know, I can honestly see us being in the 7 minute mark, 8 minute mark, and we got guys taking foul shots. Like that's how bad this is going to be. I like Abilene Christian here to win this game at a plus 124. I think the over is probably the best bet. They got this thing a little too low. This number should go over easy. I think both teams are seriously going to average in the high 70s tonight, and they got this under a 140. I think this thing sails over. Um, I'm trying to see here. Give me 1 second. I want to see where it ain't the offenses that really got me thinking that this game's going to go over. It's the same thing that happens in the other games where the books expect this defensive team to show up but they have good defenses, but because they are so damn physical and they can't find a middle ground, they're giving up so many fouls and foul shots that it always pushes them over the total. And that's what we've been seeing. So I think the same thing happens here, man. It's been working all year, especially for ACU. It's been working all year for their overs. So I don't see any difference here, especially when they're going against New Mexico State, who literally mirrors this team defensively. They do the same thing. They do the same exact thing. So I do think this is an over spot. I do like ACU here. Um, so also the Wildcats, ACU, they have 71 or more points in 5 of their last 6 games. So that's a check mark right there. You got the Aggies who are mm, it ain't showing me. I see they ended up New Mexico State. Looks like they played. So New Mexico State offense is not the greatest. There's a little concern there. It's not enough to make me fall off of this though. I still like the over, bro. I still like the over here. I think we get enough done. So give me the over, and I like Abilene Christian here as well. All right. All right. We got Auburn. We got Auburn taking on Duke. This game right here, y'all. This game right here is about to be something special. I'm telling y'all. This game right here is about to be something special. And there is no way that I can miss this game tonight. All right. There's no way I can miss this game tonight, bro. Um, it comes on at 3 hours. 3 hours. So Uh, I definitely will be awake for this game, without a doubt. Um, Let me see. So we're getting we're getting 3.5. My bad. I just got a text message. I don't know who that's from though. We got three. We're laying 3.5 here. We got 3.5 with Auburn. I don't think I got anything for this game. Nope, just my opinions. All right, so this ain't a VIP player, nothing like that. But I will by the time 9 o'clock hits, I probably will be betting this game. So we got Auburn getting 3.5. We got Duke laying 3.5. We got a total of 147, slightly favored to the under. Like I said, we are at Cameron Indoor. This is the other arena, uh, court, coliseum, gymnasium, whatever the y'all want to call it. Uh, this is the other home court advantage that I think you really, really have to factor in when you are talking college hoops, right? Is Cameron Indoor, like without a doubt. And Duke is home tonight, playing the 7-0 Auburn Tigers, bro. Like, come on now. If y'all don't think the Blue Devils are not going to be up for this game, you're out of your fucking mind. Cameron Indoor is going to be rocking tonight. I mean, fucking rocking. And I don't care if I'm with the public here. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm on the fucking Blue Devils, bro. I like this team a lot, man. This team is good. And can I make a case for the Tigers here? I can, bro. I can make a case for Auburn here. It's just Duke is just they are so good, man. You can argue stat for stat offensively, Auburn is the better team, but man, you gotta prove that shit, bro. To me, Auburn really hasn't I mean, yeah. I mean, the win over Memphis was impressive. I give them that. That surprised me a lot, but it did look like Memphis really took like it was a tough stretch for Memphis there. Let's be real. They've had a really tough schedule, and I think Auburn kind of caught Memphis at the right time, to be real with y'all. And I'm not trying to make excuses here, but I kind of feel like I feel like they did. I feel like they just called him at a good time. And don't get me wrong, man. Broom is fucking crazy. Like, he's a monster, bro. Like he really is. But now you're stepping on the court with some big dogs, bro. In their house. So like, I really want to see how he does. You know, going up against some of these other guys, man. I just don't know. I don't know. You got Duke. They are right now. They are 94th in 3-point shooting. They are a great rebounding team, man. That's one thing I like about Duke a lot is these guys can grab boards, bro. They're 35th in the nation when it comes to rebounding, which is big in a game like this. I think. I do think this is a tough game, but like I said, man, you're stepping on the court now. With guys like Cooper Flag, man, like you're stepping on guys with like Khan, bro. These are big dudes, man, and you know, I just don't know how Auburn's gonna hold up, bro. I don't. You know, I mean, like I said, you could make a case for Auburn here. I'm just not doing it. I'm not. I think Duke is the better team. I really do. Auburn is undefeated for a reason, but you're going into Cameron Indoor. Good fucking luck. Good luck. I think Duke is going to be up for this one. And if there was ever a game that you can see Duke walking away with, you can't tell me this ain't it. Duke is not even undefeated. You know, like Duke already took 2 losses. You got Auburn walking into Cameron Indoor undefeated. Like, no, bro. They are not walking out. And I'm telling you, that's what Duke is saying. They are not walking out of this gym without a loss. Like, this is a game I can see going to overtime. Like, you could see, I could see this bitch going to overtime. Like, this is going to be an extremely, extremely tight game. So maybe the points will be good in your pocket, but this line is also kind of speaking to you a little bit. But I don't know, man. I'm not betting this game. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. But I will be watching this game. And like I said, probably by the time it's game time and tip ball's about to happen, I'll probably be putting money on this game. All right. So Tim says, man, that's a tough game, plug. Auburn Duke. He said he leans Auburn with the points because of the experience. I don't blame you. Like I said, man, you can make a case. You can make a case for Auburn. Okay, they're not no scrubs, bro. Auburn is no fucking scrubs. The other good thing about Auburn is they're covering. Auburn has been covering numbers, but again, bro, you gotta factor in Duke being home. Like this is once again, I think we might have Auburn on their first true road game, right? Or am I tripping? I think this might be Auburn's first true road game, bro. Um, let me see. I'm looking now. Memphis neutral court, right? So we already know that Memphis neutral court. Um, I would have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that this is Auburn's first true road game. If I were to take the points with Auburn, Tim, honestly, bro, it would be first half. It would be first half points with Auburn. Duke pulls it out in overtime or late. Like that's what's going to happen here, bro. Duke is going to do a quick pull away either late or in overtime. That's how I see this happening. I think this shit comes down to the wire, bro. Or maybe Duke will be up by 3 with 2 seconds left. Auburn has the ball. They have a shot to make a 3-point. They get the open look. Auburn misses. Boom. Duke wins by 3. I mean I could see it. I can see it, bro. It's going to be one of those games. It's going to be a game you don't miss. Plain and simple. It's going to be great. And I'm telling you, Cameron Indoor is going to be rocking, dude. Something crazy tonight. All because Auburn is coming in undefeated. If Auburn was coming in even 6-1, right? I don't think I might actually be looking at this game a little differently. And I know it sounds crazy, but you just got to think of how this Duke program is, man. Like think about it. Like you got to think about how this Duke program is. You're not even undefeated. You are Duke, you're not even undefeated on the year and you got Auburn coming into your crib 7-0. Hell no, bro. That ain't flying. You ain't walking out of Cameron Indoor without an L, bro. It's not happening. And I think Duke is one of the best defensive teams in the fucking country. And I'll stand on that shit. I think Duke I think Duke should honestly be way up there, man. I don't think Kansas should be. I think Auburn is the number 1 ranked team when it comes to KenPom too. Right? I think Auburn is. I think Auburn offensively is definitely the number 1 ranked team in KenPom. I think defensively they're up there as well. But Duke, Duke, in my opinion, is the best defense in the country, hands down. I have not seen a better defensive team than Duke yet. I agree, Tim. They are super young, man. They are super young. But And experience does play a big matter in a game like this, man. When it comes down to the last minute and it's being a close game the way this is, experience plays a huge factor here. I agree. So we're just going to have to watch and see, man. We could argue this game back and forth all day. I mean, it's just, it's one of those games, man. We just got to move on. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. Going to be a great game. Can't wait to see who comes out on top. All right, I wrote an article on this game. You guys can go find it at theoutletsv.com. Also wrote an article on the Kansas game, and I also got an uh NBA article written over there as well on the Heat game. Yeah, Heat and Lakers tonight. The featured article uh is the Kansas game. So that is the featured article tonight, the Kansas game. And you guys already know where I'm at on that one. So we already went over it. All right. Let's talk about these last few games, and we'll get over to the NBA, and I'll try to run through it as fast as possible. All right. Let's see, man. What did I say we got next? Pittsburgh and Mississippi State. All right, so we got Mississippi State. Is Mississippi State undefeated? I think they might be, or they lost. They might have lost one or two. So you got Mississippi State here laying 5.5. You got Pittsburgh getting 5.5. You got a total of 149.5 here, slightly favored to the over. Um, so Mississippi State is a big home favorite here. At home free. Pittsburgh is Mississippi State is 6-1. Pittsburgh 7-1 too. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really paid too much attention to either one of these teams. That's why I did an article on them today. Because I like doing the research on teams for an article kind of helps like for teams that you don't necessarily know. Same with doing the show, because I capped the game right on screen with y'all. So I did end up taking Pittsburgh today. Hell yeah, I'm on Creighton, Tim. I think Creighton wins outright today, bro. I don't know if you missed that or not. He's asking me if I'm on Creighton. Tim is, yeah, I'm on Creighton money line. I think Creighton wins this game outright, Tim. I really do. I don't believe in Kansas. I don't believe in this team, Tim. I do not like Kansas this year, bro. All right. So we got let me see. All right, so we got so I'm on Pitt here. Like I said, I'm on Pitt here. Uh, you know, I think Mississippi State kind of is a worry here. You know, you got an offense in Pittsburgh that is really looking explosive, way better than what I thought they would have been, right? I don't know what they're ranked, but I know their offense has been really good. They are 30th. They're 30th in the league, while their defense is ranked 84th. Now, Mississippi State last game, bro, was a big concern. Okay. This team faced Butler. Okay. And when I tell you, bro, they look like balls, they look like balls. Um, I do not I do not trust Mississippi State after that. I had them I had them beating the shit out of Butler in that game, and the pussies lost by 10. Okay, they gave up 87 points to the fucking Bulldogs. They outshot Mississippi State, bro. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. They had two guys that scored in the 20s. Bro, fuck Mississippi State, bro. Um, all due respect. Fuck Mississippi State. Give me Pitt here, bro. Pitt wins this game outright. If Mississippi State's defense plays anything like they did in Butler, Pitt is going to score 90 plus tonight. If Pitt scores 90 plus tonight, they're going to win this game by 5 points, 10 points. They're going to reverse this spread. I think the wrong team's favored, man. I'm sorry. Um, Josh Hubbard, man, he ain't shit, bro. He's a fucking guard for Mississippi State that ain't shit. So I don't like this team, man. I could be biased here, but I'm actually big biased here. So y'all take that with a grain of salt. Mississippi State lost me some money to Butler, so fuck this team. But then again, it was kind of a degenerate bet because I shouldn't be betting Pitt or Mississippi State because, like I said, I haven't been paying much attention to them. So it was my fault I even bet that game. But I thought that was a clear spot for Mississippi State to beat the shit out of Butler, and they just didn't. All right, let's keep it moving. It is getting late. We got Texas taking on NC State. I mean, this line, bro. Like, where are they getting this from? Right? This is another game that just has me scratching my head, bro. This NC State team is not fucking good. Like, I'm sorry. Are they still living off of this Cinderella story from last year? Because this team is not even making the big dance this year. Like, if I'm wrong, someone please tell me. Because in my opinion, the Wolfpack is ass. You know, I don't care about that 5-2 record, bro. I am not impressed with this team at all. Like, at all. I mean, 2 games ago against Purdue, I mean, they looked like they were putting up a fight. They weren't. They lost by 10. BYU lost by 11. Bro, I'm not doing it. I'm not, bro. And now you're playing Texas. Yeah, you're at home, but who fucking cares, bro? Like, who cares? Texas offensively can blow these boys out the water. Like, I really don't understand this line. I mean, this line is this. Let me see. I look at Texas and went Kansas. Wait, I don't understand. I look at Texas and went Kansas. Think Texas wins too. I don't understand what you're saying, Tim. But yeah, I don't really understand what you're saying, Tim. All right, either way, I'm on Texas here. I don't understand this line. You know? I don't understand this line. I mean, the only thing I could think here is maybe Texas's defense doesn't show up, right? Because one thing I know, Texas offense will show up here. You know, so that's the only thing I could think of is maybe maybe Texas doesn't make enough stops here, right? Maybe Texas doesn't make enough stops, and maybe NC State comes in here and puts up 80 something points. Because if they do that, then they probably cover, right? If they do that, then they probably cover. But I just don't see it. I don't. I don't think this NC State team even comes close to making the big dance this year. They are nothing like they were. I don't like this team at all. I think they're running off of a name that they made for themselves, and you know, I think this is a game where they can honestly get blown out the fucking gym. So line makes absolutely no sense to me. It's why I stayed away from it. But I just don't see guys keeping up with the likes of Trey Johnson and like there's no way, bro. Like he's one of my favorite fucking guards in college basketball right now. And like who's he going up against tonight? Like really? Who the fuck, man? Like I just don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Texas has a ton of confidence right now as well. We got to think about that too, right? I mean, they have a ton of confidence right now. I mean, they've been playing some scrubs. I mean, they just beat the balls off of Delaware State, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Um, who else did they play? They played St. Joseph's. Their defense actually showed up in that game. I mean, I don't even think St. Joseph scored 50 points in that game, you know? So, like, I don't know, man. I just can't see Who is the best shooter on who is the best shooter on NC State? Jaden Taylor? Like seriously, man. He ain't even gonna be able to fucking walk in Trey Johnson's shadow. Like fuck out of here. I like Texas here, man. I think they steamroll these boys. All right. We got one more game I want to talk about, and then we'll go to the NBA. It is almost 7 o'clock. All right. We got Oregon taking on USC. Another game that I might bet, depending on how my night goes, in college basketball and in NBA. So this is another game I might be betting. So that's why I wanted to talk about it real quick. The line opened up at 6. So we're not seeing any movement at all. The game starts at 10:30. The line is now sitting at a 148.5 to the total, favor to the under. USC, they are, in my opinion, I think Oregon has been playing much better than I gave them credit for. I did not like Oregon coming into this year. Um, yeah, they have proven me wrong at every turn. There's a couple teams that did that to me this year. Oregon is definitely at the top of the list. This team, I talked hella shit on them before the year started, and they just came in like some monsters, man. They're playing great fucking basketball. They're a good team. They're well connected. They're well rounded. They're playing the fundamentals really well. They have yet to be beaten. And I just don't know if this USC team is the team to do it. But my question is, can Oregon beat them by 6 points? I kind of think they can. This would be the one time that I do try to back the Ducks, and they probably fucking lose outright. It's just been that kind of year with me and Oregon. Um, you know, I think the Trojans are one of I think we've been talking about a lot of bad teams tonight. When coming to certain stats, we've been talking about bad offenses, we've been talking about bad defenses, but we've really been picking out some real losers when it comes to rebounding, right? Uh, and to be fair, I think USC takes the fucking cake. This is one of the worst rebounding teams in the nation. I mean, this team cannot grab a board offensively or defensively to save their fucking life, bro. The backcourt and front court is pathetic. Like, I don't, I mean, seriously, Trojans cannot rebound, bro. And when you're playing a team like the Ducks, bro, this is one of the best defenses in the country when we're talking about the Ducks here, man. Oregon is better on both sides, bro. Like, only one way to go, man. It's the Ducks here. I don't think Oregon has a shot. I really don't. Um, Oregon is God, look at the head-to-head stats. Oregon is 4-1 in their last 5 against USC. Oregon is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 against USC. Uh, yeah. I mean, just not, bro. Just not. Just not doing it. Give me Oregon here. Tim says he leans USC with the points. I can't do it, Tim. I got to take the Ducks, man. I underestimated this team way too much this year. They also are an incredibly good free throw shooting team, by the way. The Ducks. They are one of the best three. They're one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country. Top 50, hands down, in my opinion. Um. All right. Let's get into the NBA, man, and I'll get you guys up out of here. We definitely got some good games in the NBA tonight. I'm pretty excited about. Going to probably make a lot of money in the NBA tonight. I got some really good player props. I'm going to give you guys a couple VIP player props. Um, yeah, I'm going to give you guys a couple VIP player props in this one tonight as well. And yeah, we'll go from there. By the way, a lot of games just started. It's 6:40. College basketball is officially tipped off. So if anyone wants to go get some bets in, college basketball is officially tipped off. Luckily for me, my bets don't start until later tonight, so I got a little bit of time. All right, NBA. I'm gonna try to run through this quick for y'all, man. We do got almost 100 people in here, so I'm not gonna try to skip over too much, man. I want you guys to cash out, and the game and the NBA don't start for another hour, so we got time. All right, man. We'll try to slow roll it a little bit here. All right. We got first game on the board. We got the Magic and the 76ers. All right. So I talk hella shit on the 76ers. Sorry, Tim, but I hate this fucking team, bro. With a passion. I do not like the 76ers. There's only one guy on the 76ers that I like, and it is one of my favorite plays tonight. I already got the bet in. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. I always say that he is the face of the 76ers. And no, the fuck I am not talking about Embiid. Talking about that guy Maxey. All right? I'm talking about that guy, that dog, Maxey, boy. He's about to go out there and rip shit tonight. And you guys know I'm a big Magic guy, man. I love Orlando, but god damn if I won't fade him on the road, bro. Now I'm not fading the Magic tonight. I'm not betting a side in this game. I personally 76ers were in a battle versus the Hornets last night. If you guys watched that game, I was only reason why I was paying attention was because I had two player props in that game. Obviously I told y'all to take Miller. He snapped. Uh so I had Miller in that game. So I was watching it. 76ers were in a battle with the Hornets, man, last night. So now you have to play the Magic, who really just shit the bed versus the fucking Knicks. If you were to tell me that the Magic were going to lose that game to the Knicks, I probably would have been like, you're full of shit. But nope, they did. I have been saying that the Magic is vulnerable on the road. It's the only place I think the Magic are vulnerable. Can they be beat at home? Yes. But the chances are a lot better for you fading the Magic on the road. Plain and simple. Magic are a really good home team. So if there was ever a chance, I would say 76ers could bounce back, maybe here, but they just ain't got it. So here's my thing. Okay. One thing, you don't even know who the fuck is suiting up because it doesn't matter. 76ers on a back to back, you can probably count Paul George out by halftime, right? He'll probably sit down on the bench and break a nail or something will happen. Um, Embiid's not going to play. That's for damn sure. I mean, bro, it's just a fucking joke in Philly right now. The only guy you can rely on is the guy who is going to ball the fuck out tonight, and that is Tyrese Maxey. Go and take that man's PRA, take his points, and assists. I personally went with his points and assists. I think you could take it probably anywhere between 30 and 35 tonight. I think Maxi absolutely eats tonight. I think the Magic are probably going to just leave Maxi alone and stop everyone else, right? That's what I can honestly see happening here. They're not going to be able to slow down Maxi even if they wanted to. And we're talking about the Magic, who are, in my opinion, one of the best defensive teams in the NBA right now. Like, this Magic's defense is seriously underrated. But we see it in the lines every time they play. Tonight, 209.5. I mean, go look at the Magic's last nine totals of the games they're in, man. Yeah, dude. Embiid and George both out, Tim said. Like, bro, fuck. Like, fuck is that, man? Like, it's crazy. So, yeah, man. I still think Maxi is the play here. I really, really do. I don't think you take a side here, guys. Just leave it alone. My top play of the night is Maxi's points and rebounds, or points and assists, or points and I think points and assists are probably the way to go. But you can take his PRA and probably still be comfortable. So I really like Maxi tonight. It's one of my favorite plays on the board. I also did parlay him with Trey Young. Parlayed him with Trey Young, and I got Harden. We'll talk about it when the games go on, but I got a couple of them, man. I got a lot of player props I like in the NBA tonight, so we're not using the bot neither. I'm not using the bot tonight. We're going straight with me. All right, let's keep it moving, man. You guys are probably going to be begging me for the bot tomorrow after tonight. All right, so we got. I'm just kidding, guys. All right, so we got the Pistons taking on the Celtics, man. You got the Pistons getting 12 and a half points. You got the Celtics laying 12 and a half. We got a total of 220 and a half here. You know, so definitely not the easiest game on the board. Because first of all, the Pistons have been not terrible, right? And I do not. I've been saying this all year, bro. I do not trust the Celtics laying extended numbers like this. I don't. Like, Boston is not a great cover team, guys. As much as everyone wants them to be, are they the best team in the NBA? Yes. Okay, I can say that. They are the best fucking team in the NBA. But when it comes to covering the spread and laying big ass numbers like this, I do not trust them, man. We know the Pistons are this is my problem. The Pistons are on a back-to-back with travel. They just got fucking smoked by the Bucks yesterday. And honestly, that was an important game, a really important game to Detroit. I thought that was a clear, like, I thought they were going to put up more of a fight. I really did. I did like the Bucks there, I think. I'm pretty sure I gave out the Bucks yesterday. But I thought the Pistons were going to put up more of a fight, and they just kind of got dog walked, man. I think the world is on Boston here. I think Pistons are the move. Um, you know, I do think Pistons are the move here. They could probably shock us and keep this into single digits. The line is moving a little crazy because I'm almost positive I seen this bitch at like a 14 and it's now at a 12 and a half. So I think somebody is out. But let me go look. Let me see. Because I'm almost positive this line was at a 13, right? Or a 14, somewhere around there. I thought it was a lot higher than this. Yeah, it was at a 14 and a half, guys. So what do we got going on here? Um, I don't. Is Tatum out? Holiday? They were questionable. Does anyone know? So someone's out. Holiday or Tatum's out. Without a doubt. I mean, this is this line moved way too much. Um, so someone's out here. Someone's sitting out. I just don't know who. Let me see if I can pull it up because that does matter. Well, it doesn't matter. We're on the Pistons regardless here, guys. But I would like to know who's not playing. Um, mm, mm, mm. My bad, y'all. Holiday and Tatum both out. Okay. Okay. Okay, you fucking hoes. All right, so you got Tatum and Holiday both out. Let me get the Pistons here plus the 13. I do like buying bad news. I think we'll see a lot of people start jumping ship and probably hopping on the Pistons here. But then again, we're talking about the Pistons, so who knows? If them two are out, Jaylen Brown should fucking eat. But then again, I'm thinking maybe a little. Who do you guys think, man? Derek White? You think Derek White's gonna step up? I ain't backing Horford, bro. I'm not doing it. You can kiss my ass on that, bro. I ain't backing Horford. I do like, you know what, guys? We gotta do it. We have to. We have to go to the bot. Give me a second. Watch this. Watch what I do here. Check this out. All right, we're gonna say who. We're gonna say who scores the most on the Celtics when Tatum and Holiday are out. All right, let's see what it says. That's simple, bro. That's all I'm doing, bro. I'm lazy. My bad, bro. We're waiting. I do think it's Brown, right? I mean, it's not that hard to figure out, but we probably will see someone else pop up on this thing. But I do think, just for me, I do think we stick with the Pistons regardless. I like the Pistons, even if Brown or Tatum were playing. So I do. I mean, Holiday or Tatum playing. So I do think that this is still a Pistons spot. I do. You guys already know how I feel about Cunningham. I think he is absolutely, the guy to go to on this Pistons team. I mean, he's a fucking savage, bro. He will go out there and get you 20 points. He will go out there and grab you fucking 8 assists. Like he will do this. So I do think that is the way to go. So based on the recent Celtics games against the Heat, when both Tatum and Holiday were out, Jaylen Brown led the team with 29 points. Um, it's saying that it's having problems processing my request, and it's probably because I spelt the Celtics and Tatum wrong. So that's probably why. But it did come up with Jaylen Brown led the team with 29 points against the Heat when Tatum and Holiday were out. So kind of what I figured, but I did fuck that all up. I did type it way wrong. So, you know. All right, we're sticking with the Pistons here, guys. I like Cade Cunningham, but when it comes to a VIP play or anything like that, not for this game. Let's keep it moving. Lakers taking on Miami. I love fading Miami at home. You guys know this. If there's ever a time that I fade Miami, it's in Miami. You got the Lakers, who are, I think, very underrated. I like the Lakers a lot this year, believe it or not, man. I think the Lake Show is not terrible. We're getting 3.5 points. Another game where the lines moved like a motherfucker. Um, I think this is just too many points against the Lakers, man. I mean, you're getting a good. The Lakers are the fucking better team. So please explain to me. I mean, you have a huge injury report on both sides. AD is probably out. That's what this line is saying, right? Because AD was questionable. So, I at least I think he was. So I mean, he's probably out, but in my opinion, the line is at a really good price. Like for the Lakers, we love fading the Heat at home. We've been doing it for a few seasons now. This line opened up at a 1. I mean, bro, you got to give me the Lake Show here. I don't see any reason why. Like I said, we know the injury report is humongous on both sides, guys, but I just got to go with the Lakers, bro. Um, I like them a lot here. I did a write up on this game. We're even getting more points now than what we were getting. So, I'll take the Lakers here. There is a couple guys I think we should probably look at in this game. Depending on who's truly out or not. If Anthony Davis is playing, I think we look at Anthony Davis. He's been balling out his fucking mind. Uh, One thing we do know is LeBron. I mean, he has a thing about playing against former teams. I mean, he just does. So you always got to kind of look at LeBron in games like these, right? So maybe LeBron here, but I don't know, man. I really, if Anthony Davis is playing, that's who I'm targeting, straight up. Jimmy Butler might be a look here, but I just don't believe in it, bro. I don't believe in Hero. I don't really believe in Jimmy Butler. I just don't believe in the Heat. Don't believe in the Heat Nation, man. That's just me. I don't believe in it. So until they start proving it, man, I'm gonna fade them, man. Especially at home, bro. Especially at home. Um, but the Lakers haven't been covering either, so I do want to put that out there. The Lakers have not covered the spread in 8 of their last 9 games, so be super careful. Another reason why this is not like a VIP play or nothing. All right, next game we got on the list, man. We got the Pacers taking on the Knicks. We got the Pacers taking on the Knicks here. It looks like, I mean, actually, are the Pacers taking on the Knicks or the Nets? I might have that wrong. It might be the Nets. It is the Nets. I wrote that wrong. Yeah, I wrote that wrong. I'm sorry, guys. It is the Nets. All right. Yeah, I wrote that wrong. It's the Nets. So you got the Knicks aren't playing tonight. So you got the Pacers laying 3 points. You got the Nets, not the Knicks. Getting 3 points. We are in Brooklyn. We got a total of 226. Slightly favored to the under. The Pacers are at a minus 142. The Nets are at a plus 120. I liked the Pacers last night. I really did. The Pacers are ass. Okay? I'm saying it now. I should have listened. You guys were absolutely correct. The people that told me, bro, Pacers are ass. And I said, bro, I'm going to give them a chance. And, bro, they fucked me with no lipstick. Like, they didn't even try to look pretty, bro. They just, yeah, it was bad, bro. So I'm fading them. I am fading the Pacers on the road, bro. They are not a good road team. They're not. They're just not. Like, so they're on a back to back now with travel. You just on top of it, you have to cross back over the border. Meaning what? Meaning customs, right? Meaning you're going into Brooklyn. Meaning you just got your ass beat by the Raptors. Bitch, you're a fade. And you're still a favorite. You're still a fucking favorite. So, in my opinion, the Nets are once again getting disrespected. Uh I love the Nets, man. I love the Nets, and I think they should take advantage of a spot like this. I truly do. I think the Nets win this game outright. Until the Pacers show me some kind of life on the road, I am going to continue to fade them. Plain and simple, man. I like the Pacers here. I really do. I mean, I like the Nets here. I really do. I think the Nets have a really good shot at winning this game outright. Line opened up at 1.5. I mean, we're now getting 3 points. The Nets are one of the best covering teams in the NBA. And let's be real. Is there really that big of a difference between these two teams talent wise? I mean, sure, Pacers might have the experience, but let's be real, man. I think these young boys over here, man, on the Nets are fucking good. They are balling, bro. Like, I like this team a lot, man. I like this team a lot, bro. I've been saying it all year to y'all about the Nets, how much I like this team. Before they were even good or considered okay, whatever you want to consider the Nets now, right? Because people still don't consider them good. But I liked them when they sucked. I this team just has a ton of potential, man. They fight, bro. They fight. So Cameron Johnson is just a dog, bro. He is just a fucking dog. Um, Matter of fact, man, let's see where he's at tonight, bro. I fuck with Siakam heavy too. I do. I fuck with Siakam. Pacers. So let's look at this. Pacers have failed to cover this spread in their last 9 games. In their last 9 games, they have not covered the spread. The fucking Pacers, man. The Pacers have lost their last 7 road games. Fuck you mean, bro? We are fading these boys. Pacers have not covered the spread as a favorite on the second leg of a back-to-back in 9 straight. Love the fucking Nets tonight, man. Love them. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here that'll get me fired up. I like Claxton tonight. Is he playing? Claxton might not be playing. If Claxton plays, maybe Claxton. I don't think Claxton playing though. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We still got a couple more games to talk about, and I'll get you good people up out of here, man. I appreciate all the people showing out tonight, man. For real, appreciate all y'all. Sure, a lot of y'all hate me though. Bunch of haters. Bunch of fucking haters. It's the Hawks and the Bucks. All right. I mean, I think you guys already know where I'm. Actually, you guys might not know where I'm going with this one because I talk hella shit on both of these teams. I mean, I talk a lot of shit on both of these teams. Which both of them have really been showing me up lately, right? A lot of them both have been making me look like an idiot because they're not playing bad ball, bro. Hawks or the Bucks, they're not playing bad ball. So where do we go here? I got the Bucks written down. I'll tell you all that right now. I got the Bucks written down. I do got a player prop in this game that I like a lot. I like Trey Young here. I don't know where I want to go with Trey Young yet. But I do like Trey Young tonight in this spot. I think I think tonight's the night where Trey Young could honestly come out here and probably have like fucking 6 threes. He'll probably have 4 by halftime. You know what I mean? Like this is a game where Trey Young's gonna put up 15 threes, bro. Probably 6 of them are gonna land. So I would ladder the fuck out of Trey Young's threes tonight. The Hawks, they have been fading material all year. And especially when we get these pussies on the road, right? Y'all know that. We've been talking about this all year. The Hawks are my number one fade material team in the NBA, but they are playing good ball right now, and it makes it extremely tough. Um, you know, the Bucks, they're on a back-to-back with travel after just beating the brakes off of the fucking Pistons. Um, you know, because the Hawks, they have played very good, man. And my problem with fading the Hawks in a position like this is the fact that the Bucks are getting this much respect. Yeah, the Bucks have been playing well. Yeah, the Bucks are at home. But if you guys really been paying attention to the Hawks, this is where they do their best. The Hawks do their best when they are an underdog in a step up spot. This is when the Hawks play their best basketball. The Hawks are a team that you want to fade when they are a fucking favorite against, I don't know, like fucking Brooklyn or something like that. When the Hawks are a 5-point favorite against Brooklyn on the road or even at home, that's when you fade Atlanta. But when they're a 4-point dog going up against the Bucks on a back-to-back with travel, with the Bucks after they just, kind of shocked a little bit with the Pistons. I mean, this might be a good spot to fade the Bucks. I do have the Bucks written down. Um, I do have the Bucks written down, but I do think that, I could be wrong there. I think this might be a Hawk spot. Honestly, the plus 154 looks good. I mean, it's hard for me to argue that. But like I said, I think my favorite play here is Trey Young. I think you take his points. I like his threes a lot tonight. I just see Trey Young coming out here and just fucking shooting the brakes off of shit. Like, he's just going to come out here and just put them up, guys. Like, I want to see them DMs too, man. When we look up at halftime and Trey Young's got fucking 16 threes put up and he's got four of them landed. All right, I want to see them DMs. And I do expect DMs too if we look up at halftime and Trey Young's got 1 3. All right, I do expect them DMs as well. So I'll take it any way I can get it, but I definitely deserve it if he does only have 1 3 put up at halftime. I do expect the DMs, y'all. All right, last game of the night. And then I'll get you people up out of here, man. We got the Clips taking on, and this is my other favorite player prop of the night. We got the Clippers taking on the T Wolves, man. Good ass game right here. I think this is going to be a good game. I love fading the Timberwolves, man. I don't like the Clippers. I can talk hella shit on the Clippers too, but god damn, do I hate the Timberwolves, bro. Like, this is such a bad team that gets so much fucking respect, bro. And I'm talking about not just from their fan base, from everybody. Everybody respects the shit out of the T Wolves, bro. When are y'all going to learn that this team is just fucking ass, bro? They are just ass. Like, that's all. Like, this is not a good team, bro. They're not. Like, I can't make it through a full Minnesota Timberwolves game, bro. I can't. I just can't. Like, and right now, I don't know if you guys been paying attention, but y'all see what Harden's been doing? Harden's been acting crazy, bro. Like, Harden reminds me of Harden in Houston when he's doing all that crazy shit, like boys eating. Bro, when Harden's feasting, we are eating. All right? Always remember that. When you see Harden feasting, that means us as betters, we're eating. All right? You only heard that here. So if anyone ever tries to take that shit, they were listening here. But when you see Harden doing all that shit out there on the court, bro, the shit he used to do back in Houston and shit, that's when you start backing this motherfucker. Because he goes crazy, bro. It's like something chemically in his head. He goes crazy. That's why he does all that, bro. Because he's telling you. He's telling us, bro, I'm eating. Y'all want to eat? Fucking let's eat. So when you see Harden start doing all that shit out there, I'm telling y'all, just start betting him. Because he snaps, bro. So I made up a little thing, man. When Harden's feasting, we are all eating. All right. So back Harden tonight. I like Harden here. I fade the Timberwolves any chance I can get. Harden is playing some great basketball right now. Clippers are home. I mean, we're getting such a good price to fade a terrible team. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like the Clippers, man. I really don't. I think overall, as a team, they're not that good. But man, come on, this is disrespectful here. And I love the way Harden's playing right now. So we're definitely going to be no, fuck no. Harden ain't coming back to Philly, bro. Hell no. You guys got George. You made that bed. Y'all sleep in it. Tim said, "Can he come back to Philly now?" Fuck no. I don't think you could pay Harden enough money to go back to Philly, bro. Nah, hell no. Y'all made that bed. Y'all sleep in it. Y'all got Embiid. Now, next big move is getting Maxi the fuck up out of there. That's what needs to happen. Maxi needs to get it the fuck up out of there. Then y'all are really going to be in trouble. You think you're in trouble now? Wait until Maxi gets the right mindset and he gets the fuck up out of there, Tim. Then you guys are really going to be in shambles. All right, so Clippers, Harden feasting, we all eating. All right. All right, guys. That's all I got, man. Uh UNC, UNC money line. I love Tulsa tonight. UNC money line. Tulsa plus the points. We are going Trey Young, 5 plus threes. We are going Who else did I say? Trey Young, 5+ threes. Um, damn, who else did I say, bro? Trey Young, 5+ threes. Oh, Maxi. Fuck, how'd I forget about Maxi? Maxi, any way you can get him. I don't care how y'all do it. Maxi points and assists is the way I went. I put him straight bet him points and assists at 30 plus. I put him in a couple parlays. I mixed him with Harden. I mixed him with Trey Young. I took Trey Young's points. I took its threes. I took Harden for his points and assist. You could take Harden's PRA and probably be safe tonight as well. So that's what I got for y'all, man. Good luck with all your bets tonight, guys. I appreciate every single one of y'all. We got 109 people in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say it one more time, even though I said I didn't or I wouldn't. If you guys want this, y'all can take it. For the 109 people in here right now, you got until 7:30 to take advantage of it. The $10 over there, I'll give you 90 days for $10 of VIP. It's my VIP only though. It's not full VIP to Oliver and Takeoff. It's just mine. But you'll get 90 days for $10. And if you don't want to do Discord, you don't have to. You can just join my texting service and I'll set you up with that. So you can just receive my plays right to your phone if you don't want to do the Discord. So $10 for 90 days. Hit me up in the next half hour if you want it. Let me know you heard it on the show and I'll hook you guys up, man. I'm about to drop my VIP card in the next 20 minutes. Games start in about 30. So I'll see you guys on the other side, man. Good luck tonight with all your bets, man. I appreciate everyone who showed out tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow, man. I'm probably doing plug talk probably sometime around like 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I'll see you guys there, man. If y'all got any questions, my DMs are always open.